quick. Oh, wow. Hey, everybody.
I was not expecting that.
Either, low key.
Okay.
Right now.
What's your first name? Are you the?
I'm Micah. Yeah, the Mike Lee.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 23.
How old are you? The other one?
Me?
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Donisha. I'm 27.
All right. So, are you a lion or a tiger? Danisha.
I'm a lion.
Are you a lion? And your name again?
I'm Micah.
Micah. Are you a lion or a tiger?
I'm a lion.
Okay. Either one of you married?
No, I'm not married.
All right.
Either one of you have children?
No.
Danica.
Me, I'm Donisha.
Danisha. You how old again?
I'm 27.
Do you want to be married?
I sure do.
Okay. I got one question for you. As a lion, why do you have a bull ring?
Oh.
I'm to be honest, does that say wife?
I do this for fun. I easily hide it. I easily hide it.
That's not the question I asked though, is it?
Is it? Yes, I feel like I still present wifey material even though I have this piercing.
Wifey material is just a female.
Okay. No. I really appreciate you doing this because I just feel like the younger generations, we are the women are lost and the men are lost too. But I think that I don't know. I'm not gonna say that you're not a wife because you have that nose ring, but it's like.
But see, the thing is, it don't matter what you say or what you say because we choose. So if we say it's not, you want to marry a black man?
Yeah.
Danica?
Yes, I do.
So if a black man tells you something, why do you debate him? Why isn't it like coming to America? Arf, arf, arf. Why is it? Well, I like it. Because
that's definitely me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very opinionated.
Then both of y'all, then at best you're a tiger. You might be a hyena.
It's not cool. It's in some instances I feel like what I have to work on is delivery. Like, is it wrong to have an opinion or is it wrong to put your?
Is it wrong to have an opinion? Yes.
Really? You believe that? Well.
Yep. I'm gonna just tell you guys wrong to have an opinion. Shut up.
Wow. So okay.
The more you shut up, the farther you'll get in line. Shut up.
I do believe that. Somebody told me, like, you just got to be quiet. Like, just be quiet.
Why do you think exchanges so good need to be right? Who cares? You're 20. How old again?
I'm 23.
Who gives a shit about your little 23-year-old opinion? What's the base then? Do you own your house?
No, I really don't.
Do you own your own car?
Apartment.
Do you own anything of value?
No.
Then we don't want to hear your opinion.
You're right. I don't own anything.
I mean, no offense.
Well, I don't own my car and my
No offense, but women often, why is it so hard to have an opinion? Because no one asked you for it. If we ask you, hey, what do you think about this? Yeah. Then is when you give us your opinion. But if you're not asked, you don't give it. And, I mean, honestly, and if you say you got to work on delivery, well, what are you delivering? Are you delivering solicited or unsolicited?
Right. Now, when it's both.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, me or...
27. I'm calling you 27 and 23. 27, go ahead.
Okay, so I do have a question because I'm 27 and I've only been in one relationship. And I've been waiting to get on here to ask this. Like, I've been feeling, what could I do better as a woman to attract the right man in my life?
The right man for what?
That wants to settle down and take me serious.
Settle down meaning what?
Your life with me.
23, get it together.
Sorry.
Settle down meaning what?
And
settle down meaning what?
Potentially have a family.
No. Settle down meaning what? Define it. Marriage?
Yes, marriage.
Okay. Are you a wife?
I'm learning.
Then what do you need? Then if you're learning, what do you need with the man who's looking for a wife?
That's a good question.
Let me see. It's like it's like if you're not there, why do you need to be around them?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I find it interesting why women always seem to think the problem's not in their mirror. The problem is always you.
Is it always us though?
It's always us. Human
Really?
condition. Yes, we attract what we are. First of all, the question, you both said you're lions. You're not, you're not. You asked about the opinions and all sort of kind of stuff, and I said, most of the time your opinions are unsolicited.
Yeah.
And they're not based on anything that you've done. It'd be different if you had an opinion. Like me, I can have an opinion, but I'm also 52 and I got a lot of experience to pull from.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. 23-year-old opinions really aren't worth much to a lot of people. Even as a man, that mine weren't.
Me as a person, I think it's like, I
You're
don't
not
think
special.
it's an inflated sense of,
You're not special. Count to 7 billion.
count to 7 billion.
Yeah, go ahead. Start.
Right now?
Yeah, count to 7 billion.
Go ahead. Because
Go ahead, count to 7
wow.
billion. Count to 7 billion. 1, 2, 3.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
At this pace, you'll get to 7 billion by Sunday. At this pace, and that's how many people there are on the planet. And you got one opinion from now to Sunday. Far too many people today think they're special and lack humility. Think about it. Why did women back in the day used to have 10 children? Because 5 of them would die. I mean, seriously.
I'm a child. I come from an only child household.
Oh, yeah, that's another problem. You're an only child? Only child syndrome, so am I. You need therapy.
I don't think so. You think so? I think I do see life through a different type of lens, but I don't think it's negative. But I believe that.
See what I mean about 23-year-old opinions, y'all? 52-year-old man who's an only child sitting here telling this woman who's my daughter's age, you need therapy. And the first thing she said, do you think so?
Why? Okay, you wouldn't have said it if you didn't think that. I guess I understand that.
I mean, my point is, I said I'm an only child. I'm 52. I obviously know what I'm doing, and I've been radically successful at things I've accomplished. And at 23, you're challenging me, and I'm old enough to be your father.
I'm not challenging you.
When you said that, do you think so? And I'm like,
yeah, it's like it's just something that I do. It's like, you think so? Really? Okay.
Okay, but my point is yes, because you're an only child. Only children, there's something called only child syndrome. Look into it. But back over here, he said where to find a man or husbands. If you're not a wife, when are you gonna become one?
I feel like I gotta. I feel like I do have a lot to work on, especially with my mental health. But also, now I can be a wife now.
You gotta start now.
Right. So somebody should marry you on your potential. Huh?
I feel like I do have a lot to offer. Not even.
Then go get a guy who marry him on what he has to offer, and go live at his means.
See, I actually do have a guy that asked me that to like live on his means, and I just was taught not to live off the man, but to provide for myself, have my own.
Who taught you that? Your mother?
I was about to say that's.
Yeah, my mom.
That's like, me and my friend just had a conversation like that. How you?
Did he want? Hold on. Did he just want you to live with him, or did he want you to marry him?
He's been talking about marriage. He
Okay.
wants to move to LA with
So
him.
a woman who was raised to be at best a lion sounds more like a hyena, though. Honestly, hyena mindset. Because hyenas raised to be alone, depend on themselves, no man, and you got a man who has potential, but you're not going to pick a man on potential, but you want to pick a man who is a husband already where he is to pick you on what you could be, which is potential. This is what I mean. You ladies overvalue yourselves. You think too highly of yourself. And you want women to think less of themselves. You goddamn right. That's why I'm a big fan of y'all walking. You damn right. That's why I'm a big fan of y'all. If y'all start walking around in y'all's with no makeup on and your natural hair, we'd have a lot more humble woman. Because y'all can.
I'm very natural. I try to be.
I said humble woman.
Right.
Women are liars. Y'all lie.
Not me.
That's why you don't look. Okay, and what I mean by women are liars. Okay, understand. I'm gonna do a whole video on it. What do I mean by women are liars? Go ahead. You say you're a very natural woman.
Yes.
Okay. You know I'm gonna ask you about your hair, right?
Okay, I was gonna say. Okay, the hair, Kevin. But if you go on my page, I can pull up a picture of my actual natural hair. It's very beautiful, very thick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to wear it as much because.
I got you. I got it. I mean,
more.
You didn't know today, but do you normally wear it?
Well, I used to have a wig business, so that's why I'm very much so in the wig game. And it's just very convenient for me. And I like to switch my style up a lot. What is that?
Pay attention.
Okay.
Pay attention. You'll get there.
Okay.
We got to talk. Stay with me. Stay with me.
I lied. I really don't have.
Stop lying on your dick, fellas.
I hope I didn't disappoint you.
Hold on. Here's the punchline.
Well, I have a confession to make too. Really? My eyes aren't really green.
No, I don't play them types of games.
You know what else? Oh, no secret.
I swear to God, that's not me though. It's like I can't take it off right now, but on everything, I have a nice head full of hair. And
This voluptuous ass of mine.
BBL?
no, I'm in the gym.
Guys, I was gonna kick out of this one way.
Oh my.
Okay, yeah, no. Majority of ladies these
I'm
days.
sorry. Hold on. My point was, we often hear that talked about. That was in 1989. And back then, that was such a funny joke.
Yeah.
I posted a picture of RuPaul on my Instagram with pink hair and a yellow top. And I said, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, this was edgy. But now I walk to Lenox Mall or Phipps and I see this every day in heterosexual women. That was a drag queen. This is a movie. And fake hair, contacts, or if you don't have the contacts, damn short of fingernails.
Natural nails.
I'm
I'm very natural like
Excuse me.
We probably
not,
okay. But you're right. Okay.
This hair is enough. Hair is enough. So you can't tell one lie and then act like these are real. Hair is enough. Yes, hair is enough. You're a liar. That's enough of a lie. If a man was 5'7" and walked around with 4-inch lifts in his shoes and said, well, it's just shoes, it's enough. Yeah. And see, when you're lying with hair, nails, waist trainers, BBLs, all this other stuff, it is images communication. You are purposely deceiving. And you're deceiving in areas that men find. I mean, it's not like women go out and put fat suits on. You don't put stuff on that you think makes you look less appealing. You do it to, so that would be no different than a man going to a bank and getting somebody else's ATM receipt, renting a car, getting fake money. What would we call it? We would call that fraud.
Yeah.
But this is what the vast majority of women do today. Every day, you walk out of the house lying.
If you got,
you're used to lying to yourself. You're used to lying to yourself and seeing yourself that way, and other women see it, and y'all reinforce it. And men are sitting there looking like, what she really look like when you get home. This is why I tell gentlemen, guys, in particular, your lady should walk around the house in her natural state. Because when she's out there, she's got her armor on. In here, she needs to be her natural self. And the women who report doing that are living on more tranquil, peaceful lives because they're not in a deliberate, deceptive state. You don't look at it that way. You just look at it as beautification or just fun. But to us, you're lying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
I got my nails, and it's like, well, you got your nails, but the hair.
Kevin.
Makeup is
okay.
Makeup used to be worn, like, go back in the 90s or the 80s, women would maybe wear lip gloss, lipstick. Today, you guys are you're beating your face to go to the gym, and women used to do that to go to a job interview or prom. It was like it was something extremely special.
Yeah.
Y'all do it to the point to where it's like, okay. In Atlanta, you have a large alternative lifestyle community, okay? And it's to the point now to where women are so in that, heterosexual women are so in their masculine, and because how much weight women have put on, you're not used to seeing petite women. So you see somebody who's taller, bigger, and with all this dramatic hair and nails, so you know how many men are walking around dressed like women, and guys are like, were you naturally born a girl? And then you can't even ask questions, man, please.
Right. Because
So my point is, you gotta listen to what the men, give the men what they want. And men want women closer to their natural state. And especially the guys who are husbands. You don't see many husbands picking women who are overly done up. You really don't. So, and at 27, at what point do you think you should be ready to be wife?
I feel like I'm ready now, to be honest. I'm about to get my degree. I have a nonprofit organization. Like,
I'm a PhD.
Girl.
Thank you.
Nothing you described said a goddamn thing about wife.
But that's still good though.
You're a man.
For her.
Okay. So Kevin, what qualifies to be a wife?
Your mindset.
My mindset?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what
was your mother? Your mother wasn't married. How many children your mother had?
My mother has 3 children. She's married.
2 or 3?
3.
How many different fathers?
How many different fathers? 3.
She's married now. She's married now.
Huh?
She's married now?
Yes.
How long has she been married?
8 years. 8, 9.
The woman that raised you, is it the same woman that's married, or is she moving differently?
She moves differently. Not the same.
Okay, but she raised you under a hyena mindset. Now she's moving differently.
Mm-hmm.
But does she tell you to do different stuff though?
No, and I remember.
Stop.
Okay.
This is why I say women lie. You lie with your appearance, and you lie with your words. And the funny thing is, women always say you want men to tell the truth, and y'all are the biggest liars. Your appearance is a lie. You'll say one thing, but you have to look at what a woman does. And I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say your heart's in the right place and you have the best intentions, but it doesn't matter. Rent's due on the 1st. What you do matters, and you got to look at what a woman does. Your mother is telling you strong, independent, get you a degree, such and so forth. But she done tucked all that shit away to get her a man. And she hasn't even told you, daughter, I was on some bullshit on that hyena shit when I was raising you. That's why I got all these little hyena pups. I got all your hyena pups. Y'all ain't got the same daddy. Y'all all that tension. I was wrong for doing that to all y'all. That's my bad. I'm sorry. I learned better. I'm doing better. And this is what you need to do. I didn't start you out right, but let me at least course correct you now so you can have a better outcome. Because even Mama Hyena learned. That ain't what she's doing.
Can I add?
Go ahead.
Well, I remember one segment you had said something about mothers not raising their daughters to be wives. And I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, why didn't you raise me to be a wife? And she said, I did the best that I could. I apologize if you felt like I didn't, you know, but I taught you what I knew. And I read self-help books and everything to help me with the process.
Do you feel like the apology you got from your mother was a genuine apology?
I do.
You said your mother said, what?
She said yes. I feel like I did. She didn't deliberately say, okay,
No,
what you're gonna do.
Did she say I'm sorry?
She did say I apologize.
No. See, I've already talked about how apologies. Thank you, gentlemen. When women don't say they're sorry, I apologize. Your mother said, I apologize, and I apologize if I made you feel. That's a bullshit apology. I'm sorry expresses regret. I have an entire video about the fake apologies of women, black women in particular. Our women are too much pride, too much ego, will not humble themselves. It ain't like your mother said, 27, come over. I need to come over here on Sunday. For what? I just need to talk to you. Come see mama on Sunday, okay? It ain't like you came through the door and your mama was in her fresh face, pot of coffee, no music, no TV on, sit down at the dinner table. You need to talk, daughter. I owe you an apology. Mama did some of the wrong things. I didn't know. I did the best I could. I had wrong information, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not a good enough answer. I'm sorry. Your mama didn't apologize to you. You addressed your mama and she defended what she did. I did the best I could. I'm young and I'm dumb. I made a mistake. Whatever. I'm sorry you felt that way. If you apologize, if your man fucked your sister and turned around and said, you told him you broke my heart. Well, I'm sorry that you feel that way. You know I'm a man. You knew that I came from a dad with a lot of kids. I mean, I'm sorry that you feel that way. I apologize. He'd be like, oh, okay. But you accept bullshit from your mama because we don't judge women. But I bet you wouldn't accept that from your daddy. Your daddy came along and said, well, I apologize. I didn't have a father around and I'm sorry that you felt that way. Would you accept that from your dad?
Yeah, I would. But now from here.
And if you would accept that from your dad, then you will rob the self-worth.
Yeah.
You will rob the self-worth. Too many black children are robbed of self-worth and self-agency because you have to grow up too soon. The first time black children see white kids talk back to their parents, you're like, oh, because we would never question a God. Black mothers are gods. You can't ever question them. But you know what? They don't.
Crazy because
they didn't raise their daughters. See, the funny thing is, a lot of women were taught, but they chose to not pass their teachings on. Then your mama, after 3 kids by 3 different men, put together the teaching she got to secure her man, but you're out here alone and she ain't teaching you. And you go back and say, Mama, why didn't you do it? And she ain't even say, you know what, daughter? I didn't teach you how to cook. I didn't teach you how to do it. Let me do that. No, instead it's like, I got mine. I'm sorry you felt that way. I did the best I could. I'll get back to my husband.
Figure it out, babe. It's like,
Yeah, I'm 27. Only been in one relationship.
And my point is, and this is the thing, this
Figure
is
it
why I
out.
stress therapy so much. You got to judge your mother as harshly as you judge your father. Give your father as much grace and mercy as you gave your mother. Forgive them both.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself and move on, because you were not taught to be a wife. All right, well, what are you going to do about it now? Because at 27, you have to know, be aware of where you're at, and then you start listening to what the men say. Stop going to Elle magazine, Essence, Ebony. One of the best things you can do is be in places like this, because the economy likes y'all single. The economy likes y'all single and unattached, because every other race of women, 54% married or higher, and they got stuff to pass on. Every subsequent black generation, if we have it, going to have to start over, start over, start over. A man is not a burden. Just like the first woman I talked to. Y'all saw 41. You got all that stuff, you're secure and all. So I'm like, well, if you got everything together, wouldn't life be so much easier if you don't need, but it's like, did anybody get the feeling that that woman really wanted a man? No.
I did.
It's like, I feel like she, like you said, it's like your actions kind of don't say you saying you want one, but like how you're acting and how you coming off, it's not giving you want a man or you want somebody.
Here's something I'm gonna. You ever remember old silent movies? Silent movies. Have you ever seen a silent movie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, start living your life. Like you're a silent movie. As a woman,
I said
because they
2022.
said, because there's an old school thing, a child is to be seen, not heard. Women, really, if I, like I told men, young men the other day, I'm gonna put a clip up, a 27-year-old guy with 3 kids. And then a young 26-year-old man talking about his rotation. I said, black men, stop living life through your dick. If I snapped your dick and your balls away, what would you be? We try to justify manhood through sex. But ladies, you're what you do as a woman. It's not what you say, it's what you do. If you all of a sudden lost your voice, how would I feel your presence?
Right. That's a good, I never thought about it like that.
Well, and that's why so many of our women aren't married, because you're not making us feel your presence. The only thing we get to feel on you is some sex. That's the closest we get to affection, sexuality, and we want affection. This is where femininity, smiling, all this other kind of stuff. This is why men can go to other countries, not speak the language, and still find a wife, because those women make a man feel their presence. Those are the things you need to focus on. Focus on self-awareness, number 1 for 27. Self-awareness, and then really understand, like I said, it's your mindset. A woman's mindset is more important than anything else. It supersedes femininity. There are women who are feminine who have a mindset that you can't work with. I dealt with them. Beautiful women, accomplished women, pleasant to be around, but their mindset is independent. You can't do anything with somebody who ultimately won't follow. Because a husband, a man who's a leader, will sit down and talk to his woman. Get your point of view, your valued counsel. I'm going to understand what you think about a subject. But when I make a decision, it's time to go. And like that woman I talked to the other night, not going to change her mind. If a woman won't follow, you can't do anything with it. And you can't argue every little thing. At 27, you said you haven't had a relationship?
I've been in one relationship, and that was in high school.
Okay.
I'm
Ask you a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you active?
Nah, I haven't been in a while.
Okay. All right. At least that. How long ago?
About 4 months.
Girl, you active. Yeah, active is 12 months or more. You're active. See, I gotta caution you against that. So if your last relationship was in high school, you're arguably the only way you learn to relate to a man is through intimacy. Okay,
Yeah.
you got to knock that off because not because you don't have urges. There are people say you're young, you have urges. You need to learn what's going on because, yeah, this is worthy of booking a session. You know what? I'm going to announce something. I am going to start doing classes.
Please
What I'm
do.
going to do, but because a lot of times people can't afford a one-on-one with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do it in like a 3-hour session of 15 people for men and for women. But when I put it together, I'll announce it. But you're going to have to don't just have sex, okay? Hold on.
I usually do. I wait a while.
Well, but
For
I'm not saying don't.
it.
Sex with you need to date with a purpose. And the thing is, men leave an impression on a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So if you already got a shaky foundation, you don't need to complicate it anymore. This is one of those kind of things you got to slow down to speed up. And just like men have to learn how to become men, I said it this year, wife school and charm school. So yeah. This has made me even more clear that this needs to happen.
Yay.
Because some of the questions you're asking, I don't want to try to answer right here.
Could I be your first client with the one?
Yeah, we need to be.
Well, I'll announce it. It's
If it's
first come, first
15,
serve.
we got the
But
first two spots.
send me a DM and reference this conversation because there's something I just don't want to kind of bring up because at 27, if your mom is married, you got 3, there are a lot of things going on, but you're still young enough to where, here's the thing, we can all start out fucked up. We can start out the most fucked up and still finish strong. And there are people who started off with all the benefits in the world and ran shit into the dick. So it's not a death sentence, but we got to get real with where we are. You're at the most critical phase of life, 27. The beginning of the danger zone. 23, you're an only child. You can look at only child syndrome. It's a real thing.
I think I need to.
Go ahead.
I think my outlook on life is much different than everybody else's. And I think I'll also take the way my parents treat me into my relationships. And I expect that same type of, I'm not going to say the exact same type of treatment, but I just.
Only children tend to grow up too fast because we're surrounded by adults. We don't learn how to play well with others because we didn't have siblings. You need to look at the only child syndrome because you're a man. A woman is supposed to fulfill, a wife is a title. And just like I told the previous woman, we are not the same. Men and women are different. And you can have an opinion and still be submissive. It's where you voice your opinion. Yeah. And honestly, men who are husbands, you don't, in public, around other folks, is not the place to be opinionated. You're opinionated behind closed doors. Because nobody wants a beautiful, we want your opinion. And women have an insight, but there needs to be an opinion towards the outcome. But when a decision has to be made, do you really have the mindset to follow somebody other than yourself, a man?
I think.
Okay. All right, ladies. Both of you guys send me.
One last question.
If you're serious, send me a DM. I get hundreds of messages.
Okay.
I suggest you send me a DM right now.
Okay.
You know what? Hold on. Let me see what I got. Hold on. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna take a picture of the names that I have.
Please.
Hold on. Which is it? Oh, there it is, right in my face.
23 and 27.
23 and 27.
Well, hold on. 23 and 27. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
And guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend, Kevin Samuels. May he so rest in peace. Guys, talking about these two women in this video right here, I think it's quite interesting. It's quite kind of eye-opening to know that we have a 23-year-old lady that thinks of having an opinion when it comes to dealing with a man. And what is the opinion based in? It's just the fact that I'm 23-year old and I'm just a human, right? And the reason why most black women are mostly single is because of the opinion that they always think that they have, and it should matter. Because the reason why they are unable to follow men, is just the simple fact that they always think that their opinion should matter, and that is the thing that is getting them fucked up. How about you just shut up and just follow your man if you trust him? If you are not trusting that person, why then do you decide to be with that person? And that's just an honest question. I think a woman choosing a husband or a man to be with is just a simple fact that she trusts that man. So if you trust that man for sure, then why kind of make it look like you don't trust the decisions that he will make or the final says that he has? If you trust that, then what is the opinions all about when it comes to you dealing with a man? And she laughed when Kevin Samuels talked about their opinion shouldn't matter. It's almost like it's a archaic kind of mindset that Kevin Samuels is having. A woman's opinion should matter or something like that. Yes, it can matter and it should matter, but only when you've been asked to give your opinion. A woman that just don't, follow your leads should not be a woman that you should be dealing with if you want to, enjoy your peaceful life and all that. One thing these women don't understand is marriage. For you to be in a committed marriage or committed relationship, you have to know when to shut the fuck up. But they don't seem to get it that way. They think that we are both equal, and if it comes to decision making, we all should pour out our opinions, and then we should just then choose who opinion that is going to matter or something like that. No, it is your man's opinion that is going to be first. If you happen to bring out something that is kind of, makes sense to him, then he can consider that. But the first opinion that matters is your husband. And I think with that kind of mindset, most of our women will be winning, because, like it or not, these women are always interested in marrying. It's not like they always want to stay single. They always want husbands, relationships, and all that. So if you are looking for a relationship and marriages, then I think you should think of it that way. And talking about lies, and she said she's more natural with that big wig on top. I don't know, but I think she thought we didn't know that whatever she was putting on is fake or something. She thought maybe we think that it's real. It's her natural hair. The 27-year-old is full of makeups on the face, and she's also carrying on the big wig, and still talking of she's more natural. No, you're not natural. Most women are just not natural. They are mostly, kind of with some fake eyelashes, long fingernails, and those are the things that are mostly making them stay single forever, because those things are ugly. Men don't like to see those things. But it's just, we are living in the world that you cannot tell a woman what to do with her body or with her appearance. You just cannot tell her what to do. So for me to tell you what to do, then you call me an asshole and all these things. I'll just leave you, kick it with you, hit the skins, then keep it moving. If they accept corrections, then I think a man can be honest enough to tell you, hey, I don't like this thing that you wear. I don't like A, B, C, D. So if you want me to take you serious, you best believe that you're stopping that. But we are living in the world that you cannot tell a woman what to put on her body or how to live her life. So if I cannot tell you how to live your life or what to put on your body, then hey, you cannot also force me to do what I don't want to do. I can also decide to hit the skins and keep it moving. And that's only being fair. No one can tell the other what to do. So, hey, that's what's up. Only child syndrome is so real in the 23-year-old lady. And it's just something that is a big problem in society. So I would advise that if you are planning on giving birth to one kid, you should rethink of it very well, because what tends to happen is this: when you have an only child, you tend to treat them so like the treatment you give them is almost like they are queens. She's a queen or he's a king. If that's a boy, you tend to treat them because they are your only, that person is your only child. The treatment you give to him or her is almost like queen or king treatment. So when they get involved with someone, they still expecting that kind of treatment from that person that they are involved with. Being in a relationship or whatever the case is, they still expect that kind of treatment that they get from their parents, treating them so special. They kind of always expect that kind of treatment from the partner that they are currently with, being in a relationship or whatever the case is. So only child syndrome is so real. I think if you are just an only child, regardless of whether you are just, you feel like you don't have any problem, I think you should still look out for any kind of, therapy or something like that, because somehow, some way, I just think that kind of speciality that you feel or you took from your parents is always going to be in you, and is always going to be a problem that might hurt your relationship or hurt whatever that you are having with someone else that is not part of your family. More likely, it's always going to be relationship. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend. Catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.